football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will get the ball first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here.
There's a live football. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
The Dogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Branch. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! First points of the day are on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, you got to lock in.
Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. The big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in the recruiting class.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Going to try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guys.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Dogs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. Leaves it with the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Skips away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on this.
He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Grabbed behind the line, it's dribbling. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Finds the tight end. At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bulldogs will come to the line to convert on 4th down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got it, looking for the first down. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Dogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Goes straight ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out, and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Turning it on! Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's dribbling. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Rebels!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to throw at Stockton. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Bell.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You trying to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute in the red zone.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep points.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wallace. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Moving out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, the big fella's trying to work the drag route. He does a good job getting lost in the wash. He comes out the other side. He's open. He's just got to make the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Under fire. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
His 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the ball.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that's certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Holds it in down the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stribling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So, nice job by this offense keeping this.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Simmons. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to...
There he goes! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Dell. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Breaks into the open. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Nice move there. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Keeps it on the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the 4th down.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Looking to throw, it's Grant. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Diggs. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's McCray. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Punt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On the move, it's Robinson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.